Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, almost evening to everyone. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope everyone is okay, everyone is safe, healthy, and is good whatever wherever you are. Okay, so for this session, I'm just going to give you like advices on what you should prepare for your last test, and also I would like to make some clarification regarding your tutorial. Okay, so for your tutorial submission, I would like to say thank you very much for everyone for participating actively in submitting your tutorial. It is actually not mandatory for you to submit the tutorial, but then it's like a bonus mark for you to get the 10 marks. Okay, the tutorial is not marked based on the accuracy of your answers. Okay, as long as you submit a complete answers of every question um, to the tutors. Okay, no matter whether your answer is wrong or whether your answer is correct or not, we will give you a full mark based on your submission. Okay, because I just like to give this additional marks for your effort. Okay, so for those who didn't submit it on time, okay, so um usually if it is posted before if you submitted it before the question the answer video is being uploaded, then you will be receiving half mark. Okay, but then for those who submit it before the deadline, then you should be able to receive one full mark. Okay, so the tutorial submission progress will be will be released to you maybe end of next week. Okay, and then we will give you some time for you to rectify any inaccuracy of the tutorial. Okay, so let's say the tutors missed recorded your tutorial submission. Let's say you submitted all 10, but then the record is only stating that you submitted 8 tutorial. Okay, so we will give you a form later on for you to fill in and then submit the evidence of your submission so that the tutor can rectify the tutorial submission data. Okay, so don't worry about that. And then for your attendance, okay, so usually normal practice is for you not to have more than 3 times absence. Okay, meaning to say that out of 14 weeks you should have 11 weeks of attendance. Okay, that is the normal practice here. If we are doing face-to-face normal practices, if you have more than 3 absence without any excuses, you can be barred from taking the final exam. Okay, but then during this learning online learning mode, for my subject, I don't actually kind of practice that kind of rules, because I understand that sometimes you forgot to log into attendance, and then sometimes you don't have enough internet connectivity. Okay, and then maybe perhaps you are being um, bombarded with any other tasks. Okay, so I'm not so rigid on the attendance. Okay, and then so should be okay. You don't have to worry if your attendance is not so good. Okay, but that is only for my subject. For another subject, I suggest you, if you would like, to ask the lecturer itself lah. Okay, but for my subject, you don't have to worry. If any one of you miss more than 3 times, then I will just remark on your attendance later on. Okay, so no need to worry on your attendance. Okay, so far so good, guys. Can you guys understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss.
All right. Okay. So I prepared just a simple slide for today. It is not like a revision where I teach you guys, or if you have any question or not. If you would like to have that kind of revision, okay, whereby you can ask me some question and then I will tell and I will explain it to you and I'll show you how to answer the question that you have. Then we may have another revision later on if you guys would like. Or you can just always text me, personally message me. If through message is not enough, I can call you guys and explain it to you. Okay? You just have to reach me out lah. Okay? If you don't reach me out, then I do not know whether you understand or not. Okay? If you guys are silent, then I will just assume you guys are okay lah. Okay? So if you have any question, you can just text me. If I don't reply you more than 2 days or 3 days, then buzz me again. Okay. Sometimes there are a lot of messages coming in. So sometimes I accidentally click your messages even though I haven't read it. Okay. Then I didn't realize that you guys have texted me. Okay. So for this purpose, can you guys see my slide?
Yes.
Can see, madam.
Boleh? Okay. All right. So this is not like a revision, the one that I mentioned just now. This is just like advices and what you can prepare later on. Okay, so the online test is your last assessment, which is to replace the final exam. Okay, so the final exam, if we are doing face to face, it's a 3 hours exam in the hall lah. Okay, since we are doing it online. Okay, so this test will be open from 12 a.m. 1 February 2021 and it will closes at 11:59 p.m. 7 February 2021. Okay, so I'm assuming these 7 days is enough for you guys to attempt the task. And then the topic covered will be from chapter 5, including 5A and 5B, chapter 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so basically the topic covers are on the management accounting component. Okay, and then the number of question is 80 multiple choice question here, 3 hours. Sorry, I didn't write it down. Later I will post this slide as well. Okay, so the test is consists of 80 multiple choice question, and then you need to complete the test within 3 hours time. Okay, so a 50-50 mix of theoretical and calculation question will be included in the test. Okay, so the theoretical part would be like very similar to the tutorial question actually, such as what is fixed cost. Okay, so let's say the question gives you asks you what is fixed cost. So question A is will give you some sort of different answer, so you just have to decide which of the answer is fixed cost. Okay, and then some of the question will ask you like what does it mean by having favorable variances? Okay, what does it mean by having unfavorable variances? What are the benefits of budgeting? Okay, so those are the ones that possess of the theoretical question. So the calculation question is, I think everyone knows about the calculation. If it is budget, then it will ask you what are the cash collection for December, okay? What are the cash disbursement for December and so on. For if it's variances, then they will ask you to the question will ask you to calculate like break-even point in sales, okay, or unit contribution margin, okay. So whatever question that you have found in the tutorial, that will be very similar to the test question for this online test. Okay, so roughly you have 5 chapters here. Chapter 5A and 5B will be assumed as one chapter only. Okay, so chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there are 5 chapters. Roughly, there will be around 13 to 19 questions per chapter. Okay, so some question might have around 13 question, some chapter might have 16 question, and another chapter might have 19 question. Okay, so I would say the difficulty level would be the theoretical will help you a bit more. Okay, the theoretical are kind of straightforward. Okay, and then the calculation is exactly the same like the tutorial question. Okay. Okay, so what should you prepare and expect? The test question will be similar to the type of question that found in tutorial question, as I mentioned earlier. And then I would like you to revise and prepare simple notes covering each point that is important in each chapter. Okay, so for example, for chapter 5 is talking about what are the different costs exist uh, in uh, um, in a manufacturing process. Okay, what type of cost that will be involved in producing a product. Okay, so for example, direct labor, okay, direct material, manufacturing cost. So you can prepare a simple notes. Okay, so I know that actually when you are completing a task, logically assuming that there will be no notes accompanying you, isn't it? You shouldn't bring any notes, you shouldn't refer any notes. Okay, but then rationally and logically speaking, by doing online, I know that you have the opportunity for you to refer notes. Okay, so I'm not asking you to do these kind of things to do for another subject, but for my subject, I know that I'm just speaking rationally that it will be helpful for you to revise and prepare some simple notes. Okay, so for sure lah, I think for sure lah, you will bring notes when you are completing the task, isn't it? I think it is very irrational or illogical for me to think that everyone will put aside or put away their books and notes when they are attempting the online task. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can help yourself to prepare. Okay, so revise and then you just create a simple notes covering what is important in each chapter. And then this is very important. Write all equation and formulas found in each chapter. Okay, I know there are 5 chapters, 80 question, and then there are tons of formula for you to remember. Okay, so you imagine that if you are doing this task face to face, which is in the hall, there will be no notes accompanying you. So it means that you need to understand and you need to memorize all the equation and formulas in order for you to be able to answer the question. Okay, so when you are doing your revision, it's important for you to write every equation and formula found so that it's easier for you to refer when you are doing the calculation later on. Okay, so when you try to revise the tutorial question, okay, so you can just actually refer the all the equation, and then you can sometimes the formula is given, but then the information given in the question is not straightforward, so you need to use a different few formulas in order for you to get the answers. Okay, and then answer easy question first if you cannot answer the hard question. And then for the online test, between question 1 until 80 later on, you can freely navigate around the question. Okay, so if you are unable to answer the first few question, then you can just skip to the next question available. Okay, and then so be mindful on the timing left in your task while attempting. I think 80 question 3 hours, since it is a mix of 50-50 theoretical and calculation, that 3 hours should be enough for you to complete the task. Okay, because if the question is just like asking what is fixed cost, I think less than 30 minutes less than 30 seconds is needed for you to answer that type of question. Okay, so I wouldn't say that the test is quite hard. I wouldn't say that unless you really didn't attempt to do your tutorial question. But since the tutorial question is very similar, so I think everyone already know what to expect and what kind of difficulty of the question that can be found in the task. Okay, so for example, this is just an example on what you should prepare. Okay, so these are kind of the important points or any important equation and formula found in chapter 5. Okay, so for example, you need to know what is manufacturing cost. So manufacturing cost is actually direct material plus direct labor plus manufacturing overhead. Okay, so you need to know what is direct material, what is direct material labor, and what is manufacturing overhead. Okay, and then what is prime cost, which is direct material plus direct labor. And so conversion cost will be direct labor plus manufacturing overhead. Okay, so there are a lot of important points or equations, so you can actually just pick it out and then put it in the simple notes for you so that you can understand easier and then you know what the question is asking. Okay, so for example, the equation formula here is, in order for you to calculate cost of goods sold, so you need to opening inventory plus manufacturing cost and then minus closing inventory and so on. Okay, so this is just an example. So for example, for chapter 6 and 8 and 9 will have a lot of formulas. So these are some of the example. Okay, so for example, if the question is asking for you to calculate profit, so there are many different types of formula that you can use in order for you to calculate the profit. So if the question give you an information on the sales, variable expense and fixed expense, therefore you can use the first equation here. But then if the question is giving you straight away unit contribution margin times the quantity information and also the fixed expense, then you can straight away use this formula. Okay, so it depends on the information being given in the question. Then only you can pick and find which equation can suit the information in the question and then use that equation or formula in order for you to answer the question. Okay, so let's say they didn't give you unit contribution margin straight away, but then the information is given by telling you what is the selling price per unit and what is the variable expense per unit. So by having these two information, you can actually calculate the unit contribution margin. Then you can actually calculate your profit as well. Okay, so it depends on the information given in the question. Okay, is that okay, you guys? So basically you can continue on chapter 7, chapter 8 and chapter 9 and so on. I didn't prepare for every chapter. This is just an example how you can help how I think for me it's easier for you to revise and then will help you very much in order for you to answer the exam later on. Okay, so again I would like um, to explain again on the assessment. Okay, so the tutorial submission, it consists of 10% and then it has been completed last week. Okay, so again, the tutorial submission data will be released to you probably end of next week for you to rectify whether the record of the tutors are accurate or not. Okay, and then we will give you um, a period of time, maybe a week or so, for you to upload and submit any evidence of submission should the tutor's record are inaccurate. Okay, so for group assignment, I would like to say thank you for everyone for submitting the group assignment on time. So the group assignment is 30% and it is also completed. So congratulations again. And then the midterm exam, okay, is 30% also completed the middle of mid in the middle of semester. Okay, so so everyone knows already how much their midterm result. Okay, and then the online test is 30%, which is will be conducted on the 1st until 7th February 2021. Okay, so for tutorial submission and midterm exam, you should know your um the rough result of this tutorial as well as your midterm exam result. Okay, so for the group assignment and online test, the marks will not be released to you and you will only be able to know the final result of your um, final grade for the subject. Okay, so the group assignment, it will take me some time for me to mark it. Okay, there are around 40, 44 or 45, okay, group assignment for me to mark. So that will take me some time. Okay, so I would just know that 40% of your um, apa ni marks you will already know, okay, later on. And then the group assignment and the online test will not be released to you. If I think if I can complete the group assignment much earlier, maybe I can release the group assignment data first, but then I am not promising anything for the group assignment, okay. And then the online test will not be revealed at all, okay. So you will only know the final grade later on once we have finished the mid the exam period, okay. Everyone clear on that?
Yes, Miss. Yes, Miss.
Okay, tengah check chat. Okay, so um, I would like to say well done for everyone. I know this semester is very tough, okay, especially for the first year student. This is your first semester of online learning mode. Okay, so for the second year, I think you guys are a bit better in handling this online learning since this is your second semester. But for the first year student, I know that the online learning mode it can be very tough and difficult for everyone. Okay, so I would like to say thank you so much. I really appreciate your effort. Okay, um, all your hard work. Okay, whether we notice it, obviously or in obviously. Okay, we really appreciate all your effort. And then any weaknesses, any lacking kekurangan, okay, from all of us on behalf of Mr. Andy, on behalf of myself, on behalf of the tutor, Miss Suella, as well as Miss Hazira. I would like to apologize for any weaknesses that comes from us. Okay, sorry if we didn't put enough attention as required or as expected from you guys. And then we are sorry too if our explanation is not good enough, okay, or if you are missing like personal touch from us, okay. So I would like to say sorry on that. We will try again to improve ourselves. So since this is our second time doing the online mode as well, but this semester is very huge number of students as compared to before. Okay, so before this we are only handling around 300 students, but now we are handling 431 430 students. Okay, so it's a huge number, increasing number from you guys for this semester. So hopefully you guys can forgive us for any lackingness, for any weaknesses from us, okay. But then I would like you guys to know that we really appreciate all your hard work, okay, all your effort. Even though we don't communicate very often, we cannot say hi as much as we can say hi if we are in the faculty, okay. But then I really pray that we can at least go back to normal. Maybe I'm not so sure whether we can go back to normal this year. Seeing the rising case up to 4,000, 5,000. Okay. But then seriously, seriously speaking, sincerely from on my behalf, I really would like to see you guys face to face. Okay. So the um cannot wait you guys to see you guys studying in the foyer of the faculty, okay. Bumping in the cafe, even the on the lift, okay, even saying hi, even seeing assalamualaikum and so on, okay. Because like this I don't even know how you guys look like actually, just for some, okay. Because a lot of messages coming in, and then if I don't save your messages, sometimes I cannot see your faces and so on, okay. So yeah, hopefully we can meet. So if we are going back to F2F anytime soon, maybe next semester or next year or so on, just say hi to me, okay. If you happen to bump to me or any other, or even in KK area or any other area lah. Okay, so I would like to get to know to you guys also. Okay, so again, all the best for your last test, okay, and good luck, and also all the best for any assessment left for any other subject. And then I also pray, we will also pray for your smooth learning process until you finish your degree, okay, for up to this 2 to 3 years more, okay, and then stay safe. If you guys are COVID positive, okay, don't be depressed, and don't give up. Don't be afraid. I don't know why people stigmatize COVID patient that has recovered. Okay, it is not their fault. For me, it's not. I don't think anyone wants to be infected with COVID, isn't it? I think everyone wants to live a long life. Okay, so don't stigmatize people with COVID. Okay, I know some of the students are already COVID positive and then they recovered. Okay, so I don't know whether you are being discriminated or not, but then I hope that everyone can have a healthy mind. Okay, and then apa lagi ya? Um, apa lagi ya? Last. If you guys require a revision session with me, okay, if you want to ask any question live or personally through message, I always welcome you guys. Okay, um, just give me some time for me to reply. If I'm busy, it will take me around 1 to 2 days to reply. But then if I'm very free, then I'll just reply you straight away, even during midnight. Sometimes if I have the energy to reply, then I will just reply you straight away. But then if I don't reply you, um apa ni, if I don't reply you in within 2 to 3 days time, then please buzz me, okay, please text me again. If it is very urgent, then you can just call me, okay. Oh, for the test later on, if you are having any disruption during your attempt on the task, please screenshot or take picture, whatever disruption that you are going on. Okay, if the system is down, please inform me immediately. Okay, don't wait until at the end. Okay, let's say you are attempting the task on day 2 and then you were disrupted, and then day 7, then only you tell me that you have a disruption during the task. Okay, so please inform me immediately as soon as you can. Okay, so basically that's all. I don't have anything much because the tutorial question should be able to prepare you guys for the task. Okay, and then the slide is comprehensive enough to give everything that you needed in order for you to complete the task. Okay, so do you guys have any other question or any other things for you to? Oh, sorry, last one. Please do not forget to complete the course feedback in Smart 3. Okay, so we will need that course feedback for filing purposes. We will be also will be examine based on the feedback of the students what we can improve. Okay, in the following in the future semester and so on. Okay, so I'm not so sure. I don't know whether um I don't know I think I would like to ask advices or feedback from you guys on the tutorial, because I know some of you guys think that the tutorial is mandatory, but then actually the tutorial is not mandatory. It's just is a bonus question. Sorry, it's a bonus assessment for you to get 10 marks. Or if you would like only to get 5 marks, then it's up to you. Okay, if you only want to get 1 mark, okay. So the tutorial submission is not mandatory actually, but then I maybe some of the students actually thought that that is mandatory, and maybe you feel burdened about it. Okay, so I would like to apologize for that, for not clarifying it more clearly in the beginning of semester. Okay, so but then I don't know whether it's a good practice or whether no need to give tutorial bonuses at all, or just replace it with a quiz. I don't know. Later lah. Okay, you guys can can give feedback, okay, through the course feedback. So there are two types of course feedback. One is PK07, which is in the SMP system. Okay, so the PK07 is the official evaluation of the course, of the facility, of the lecturers, and the content of the course. That is the official evaluation, which is the PK07, can be found in system SMP. Okay, so that is the official that UMS is using. The course feedback in Smart UMS 3 is an additional course evaluation um, for the lecturers to keep for filing purposes, for audit purposes. Okay, so we since the PK07 does not allow you to write any feedback, okay, it just allows you to give some scores. Okay, so the course feedback on Smart UMS allows you to give a written feedback, okay, whatever comments or whatever suggestion that you want to give to the lecturers. Okay, so please, I really encourage and I really hope that everyone will submit the course feedback on Smart UMS too. Okay, so don't forget to complete these two additional two PK07 and also course evaluation in SMP and also in Smart UMS, and also the last one is your online test. Okay, okay guys, is that clear? Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. So many messages. I feel like I'm a streamer receiving a lot of comments in FB live. Okay, thank you. Ahmad Anwar, there's two, okay? Smart 3 for course feedback and then SMP for PK07. Okay, yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss.
you. Sayang semua. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss.
Okay. Thank you, Miss. 5 star for you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the attendance will be given maybe perhaps tonight. Then the expiry link will be tomorrow. Okay, so no need to worry. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So you guys can leave. The class is dismissed. Okay.
Bye,
Thank
Miss.
you. Thank you. Meet you guys. Inshallah, face to face one day. Thank you. Love you.
Bye, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.